Hey everybody, it's about 5:30 in the morning. The morning comes fast. The team's already getting to work. We got tractors moving. First thing I like to do is just get out, see everybody here in the plant. They are my oxygen. I love them. I'm gonna take you guys on a little sneak peek of a day in the life of me here at the Little Lemonade Stand in Middlebury, Indiana. So I actually took some time to outline at least 6 broad categories that are my responsibility each and every day, a day in the life of a general manager. And we're starting actually at the end of the line, because this ultimately, with everything else that I'm going to outline here in this video, as I kind of take you guys through all the things that I'm responsible for and all things I'm responsible to you, retail customers, for, as well as our authorized dealers throughout North America. If I don't start with this, the finished product, nothing else that I talk about is going to matter. Because if we're not making the best floor plans with the most innovation, the most included features, the most communication, the most transparency, all of these efforts to meet more of your expectations, then anything else we're doing here at the Lemonade Stand really doesn't matter all that much. So right here I've kind of outlined, we are working all the time. We have a sales team of 5 outside factory reps that cover all of North America. They are my eyes and ears in every city, every town that we are authorized to be sold in through our partner dealers. And we're listening because different demographics, different areas of the country have different demands of what retail customers want when they go and purchase an RV. For us, we're big, we're heavy, we're expensive. So we have to make sure that in the category in which we serve our retail customers, that we are constantly listening to ensure not only we're a great value in the category that we currently make products for, but more importantly, you feel that you're getting more value and a desire to carry our brand of product because of how we are standing behind the product, leading from the front, with everything being this guy's fault. So if you don't like the floor plan, you don't like the vinyl stickers, you don't like the decor, guess who you find? Myself. If you want more information about any of the floor plans that we make, if you want to have a conversation with me, through kind of seeing this outline that I'm going to give you guys in the next 5 steps of things that are my responsibility, if you just want to have a conversation with us, you can absolutely do that. We want to be the most transparent RV manufacturer in the entire industry, and you can get started and schedule your own factory tour or get a personal floor plan tour. If you can't find our product in a town near you, give us a call at 574-821-1487 or email us at 410CS@forestriverinc.com. And I know what you're thinking, wow, that's cool, Will. I could do that. I could shower, put gel in my hair, put a suit on. Sounds like an easy gig. And you go around the country and you tell everybody how great your floor plans are. Yeah, again, we hope that everybody likes our stuff. But number 2, this is probably the most critical and important, and it's a great video to start right here. As you guys see, I am currently in Foam Palooza, and this is very important to just kind of highlight and show you guys every little piece of our bill of material, how I manage it, how we're tracking it, how are we doing on reducing the amount of scrap. All of that in totality as every single RV goes down the line, and my ability to work with our amazing team together as a unified team and communicate everything that's important, from having motion lights to having water stains in my ceiling tiles and not being fancy, to maximize our overhead and make it as efficient as possible to drive that cost down. All of these efforts, from your bill of materials to days on the lot to inventory in our yard to all the bill of materials, all of our partnered suppliers, managing and making sure we're ordering things correctly. We're ensuring that we're getting quality parts from all of our suppliers. All of these aspects, everything that I do in my ability to work with our team to be as efficient, to be as organized, to be as attention to detail and quality in everything that we do, ultimately the result is, in addition to that beautiful floor plan, when we are at the end of the line, all of these things play into ultimately the price that you pay. And I think that as more people are reaching out saying, wow, we didn't really know Columbus. Wow, we didn't know River Ranch was making such a comeback. And we sure didn't know about this Puma brand that we're starting to see pop up throughout North America. What is making me so excited and why I give Plant 410 in Middlebury, Indiana so much credit is that in 2 years' time, since I arrived in May of 2024, I have been so fortunate to have a team of leaders and group leaders that committed to the vision to make everything important, not overlook little things, to take inventory very, very seriously, because again, every little thing that we can do to improve our costing directly impacts you for the price in which you pay for the products that we are making. And because I recognize that our amazing team has life outside of work, that's why when I'm not traveling at one of our dealerships and I come into the plant, I like to meet with every single person at all 16 stations, including our welding and our aluminum extrusion locations, as well as our lamination process. So we're always constantly monitoring and making sure we're supporting each other to react to change, because change always happens. If you've never been in manufacturing, I'll just settle with, trust me. So the number 3 thing that I have to focus on is making sure that all of our equipment is running, all of our policies and procedures are in place. We're not running through the building. We're compliant with OSHA and safety guidelines. We're making sure that everybody has a voice and our communication is happening so we don't run out of something, or if we do have a shortage, or if there's something going on with a supplier, we have to constantly be reacting to that because it affects our costs, it affects our timeline to finish the finished product. So there's a lot of time that I spend every day after being out here on the plant, meeting with all the group leaders of all 16 stations, and we're constantly asking that same question because every day presents a new day of opportunities and challenges that we have to work together to overcome. The number 4 thing that primarily occupies my day each and every day when I'm here at the factory is this right here. At all 16 locations, okay, we have print packs of all of our engineering drawings. Why? So at any point in time, Mr. Grumpy, the general manager, can go around policing and making sure that all the cuts and everything that we're doing for the installation purposes, our processes that we're following are following our prints. Why? Because again, we can't have a great finished product even if we're very, very efficient on our costing, even if Will's making sure that all the machines are running at good capacity and all the workers have all the resources that they need. I have to make sure that they don't go rogue and make decisions on their own that are going to jeopardize our ability to be consistent and deliver reliable, repeatable builds for every customer that chooses our brand of product versus another. And I can't do this, like I said, with funny jokes and high fives. It's about accountability. We're constantly going through and making sure that every department, from our rolling chassis to our floors, to our roofing, to our cabinets, all the way to that finished product where we began, everybody's following and referencing their prints and making sure they're following exactly everything that we have designed and spec'd every build. That's why a lot of retail customers haven't been happy with me as a GM, because I have been shouting on the mountaintops, read our owner's manual. I feel that many times a lot of people buy based on assumptions, and I think assumptions are the absolute worst. That's why right now on video, point number 4, when I talk about consistency, please do me a favor. If you choose to buy our brand of product, take the time to read our owner's manual, where you will see from me, the general manager at Forest River, I do not want you to change the pin box, and I don't want anybody to believe that no matter where they buy this coach, where it ultimately gets delivered, even in Turks and Caicos, if it's going to freeze, you must winterize your water lines with any product that we make, non-negotiable. Follow our drawings, follow our specifications, because that's what I'm holding my team accountable to, and that's what I would like to hold our customers that choose our brand of product to, because when we do that, we can then both meet each other's expectations. The number 5 biggest responsibility for me every single day as a GM, whether I'm here or traveling, is to ensure that we are controlling the temperature and the culture that we have in this building. Unfortunately, culture is probably the most overused hashtag and word on social media, because again, you know if there's a good culture if you're seeing a well-built finished product. You know there's a good culture if everybody's bought in to operational efficiencies and operational excellence and optimizing your throughput costs so we can deliver more value to your retail customers. You can tell if there's a great culture when everybody is making sure that they're following their policies and procedures, and everybody is working together to communicate when sudden change does happen. And you know there's a great culture when you have somebody stomping around like me, making sure that we're following our policies and procedures to be as consistent as possible. But this is probably the reason why I spend the most amount of time down here. It's not talking about our processes. It's not talking about things we have to do always. You know what it really is? It's walking around here and not playing loud music. It's walking around here and able to have an open conversation and know everybody by their name, or this plant knows I love nicknames. That's more helpful for me to remember everybody. But it really takes time from leaders to spend with their workers, because every day, look around here, there's no windows, okay? It gets loud, there's saws, there's power equipment, okay? Their day doesn't change. And what I'm so thankful for is when I came here to Forest River, I didn't know what to expect, but I have been humbled by the leadership before me that, as I said, they're empowering me and supporting me to say, Will, do it your way. If you've ever done a DISC assessment, I am as far to an I as possible, which means I love everybody. All of my decisions are predicated on how many people are impacted by a decision we make. And I try to get everybody's buy-in. And it allows everybody to work together to think outside of maybe a consideration that I haven't thought about. So we do it with our sales team, we do it with our engineering team, we do it with our production team, we do it with our maintenance and our facilities team, we do it with our customer care team, we do it with our shipping team. I will not stop making sure that everybody feels they have a voice, that they're helping to shape the culture that we've set out to change over the last 2 years. And I think because of that, that is why we now have a show on RVTV, because our consistent efforts and patience and not trying to scale too fast, but just get a good foundation and make this a place where 90% of our workers spend more time here than their own families. And it's quickly becoming a place that they want to be a part of, which is resulting to a better product that you're going to get from us each and every time. And the number one most important thing that I also spend majority of my time each and every day, in the spirit of everything that I outlined, as you guys can tell. You can't have a great culture without, number one, making sure, because I said that every employee that chooses to come back here every single day, I have to earn their respect every day. And the best way to do that is to give them full confidence, like these signs are showing, that they're going to come here and work safe, they're going to be protected physically, emotionally, they're going to be supported, they're going to have their voices be heard, so that they go home safe to their family. If I were to have any of our leadership bring their family, I would take pride in the fact that they would be willing to work here, and I would be confident, not nervous, that while they are in my care, they are going to be safe. We are going to take every measure possible to ensure that that happens for, again, every single employee, regardless of their title, regardless of their department. As this says, Timmy never wears safety glasses. Now he doesn't need them. It's better to lose 1 minute in life than to lose life in 1 minute. I say all the time, slow down, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. We want all of our workers to work safely today and every day, because your family, in most cases, want you back home. So I want to thank you guys. Literally, this is my day every single day. I try to get here early, not always the case. I try to be out in the plant every single day so I can address all of these responsibilities that fall on my shoulders. If we do all of these things correctly and with authenticity and wholeheartedly, you're going to get a great built product. The product that we're producing is a reflection of our culture, our safety, our efficiency, our cost management, and our ability to listen and deliver and produce what more retail customers are asking for, so that we can be a more higher demanded product in every city that we serve. Did I forget to tell you that I also get a lot of emails? And on top of everything that I do in the plant, I also have many other responsibilities as it relates to sales. Our team is traveling. I got to make sure their safety. I approve all of their expense checks. Long story short, this job is extremely stressful at times because I was brought in to lead a group of individuals that didn't pick me. And I have the humility to realize that I have to do a lot of listening first to understand what they need from me as a leader, but I try to keep things as simple as possible, and I try to empower everybody and support them to simply just remove the friction that limits them from doing their best work each and every day. If you have any questions or you don't like any of the things that we're doing, I want to hear from you. So again, whether you want a virtual factory tour, you want me to personally do a walkthrough of any of the floor plans that we make, if you have more questions about our supply chain, the parts that we're putting on all of our equipment, I am willing to share anything that you guys want to send my way. I invite all of you, if you want more information or to continue following us on this journey, stay with me. There's a lot more exciting things happening that you're going to be seeing soon here on RVTV. Also, there's going to be a lot of travel, so if I'm ever traveling, you guys can connect with me on social media. I a lot of times will let you know where I'm going, where I'm going to be next. I also try to share our factory team and where they're going to be, so just in case you're trying to get as much factory information before you go and buy at a nearest authorized dealer, we can provide more information from the factory direct to you. And if you would like that, give us a call at 574-821-1487 or email us at 410cs@forestriverinc.com. It is now 5:30. It has been a day, and it's one of many that we have, and I wouldn't trade this for anything. I want to thank you guys for your support. There's going to be a lot more noise coming, so just stay tuned.